My name's Nick McNeill, and I'm going to take you on a journey. The journey of my mind, the bipolar mind. I feel trapped in a cage like an animal, trying to get out of this cage. The steel will not break. I'm in a world of my own, a bubble. Nobody can touch me, yet they can see me and laugh at me. I find it hard to express my feelings, yet I tell everybody I live with bipolar disorder. Sometimes I feel like I want to explode, yet other times I seem very calm and I have no emotion. The terms erratic and constant flow in the same sentence. However, in an average person, it would be one or the other. It is time, yet there is no time at all. No sleep. However, sleep is endless. I lay awake in my bed, waiting for a glint of day to break through the clouds and turn to day. Another day passes without remorse. It excels too fast. Soon everybody will turn to dust, and it will seem like there's no point in life at all. Voices in my head command me to do certain things. The paranoia kicks in. I feel like if I do not obey, bad things will happen. People do not give me a chance and mock me for who I really am. Or am I really that person? I don't know. I try to look inside myself and find such a bottomless pit. When I look again, the pit is covered. I'm having a lot of problems sleeping at the moment, and what I can say is the more sleep I actually do get, the lower I go, whereas the least sleep that I get, I go higher and higher. So that's all I can say really. I can say that, you know, I'm a bit more sort of erratic in my behaviour, and like at the moment it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm in the library, and I'm just sort of pottering around really, and going on computers and reading a few books, and sort of getting bored. And when I get bored, I tend to sort of like go wandering really. Yeah, that's kind of the main thing, is the less sleep I actually get, the higher in mood I go, so the more manic I tend to be. And I suppose that's about it really.
During the highs of bipolar disorder, you may be so elated that you can go for days without sleep, without feeling tired the next day. For 3 out of 4 people with bipolar disorder, sleep problems are the most common signal that a period of mania is about to occur. Today I'm going to Mood Swings to see Diane. I'm hoping she can help me with my sleep patterns.
Hi Nick.
Hi Dan, you alright?
Yeah, it's nice to see you. How have you gone on since last week?
I've had some problems sleeping. You know, obviously I have problems sleeping. When I'm sort of getting ready to go to bed, I just kind of sort of I'm full of energy, and I just can't sleep.
So you've not been able to switch off?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. So what have you been? How have you been managing that? Or what have you, can I remind you of what we've learnt in the past?
Yeah.
How have you been managing it?
Well, in a way, I kind of like been driving up to Asda and sort of having a look at, you know, some magazines and stuff like that. because my eyes have just been totally and utterly wide open.
Have you not felt sleepy? Has that been the problem? You've been...
Not at all.
Okay, so you know when you're not sleeping, that can lead for you to go more elated.
Yeah.
You're aware of that, Nick, aren't you?
Yeah.
So then here we've taught you to do the opposite to that. So when you're feeling quite wired and you're wanting to take off out of the house, it might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
So you have to, and I have to remind you this, Nick, because you do know your stuff.
Yeah.
It's a case of you now doing the opposite to what you really want to do. So
Yeah.
when you want to take off and your head's racing, it's a case of you doing the very opposite and for chilling and learning to relax down.
Yeah.
And it's very, very hard when you're in the middle of it to understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like when I'm ready to go to sleep, I just sort of, I'm putting my head on my pillow, and I always have to have a cold pillow, so I turn it over, you know, and I can try and sort of close my eyes, but there's just nothing there. I can't
switch off.
I can't switch
Luckily,
off.
we've got a sleep workshop coming up.
Right.
So I will get your name on that and make sure your top priority to be on that. You will come to it. It's a one-day course.
Yeah.
And then in another week's time, Nick, you will come back and we'll see how you've managed, because you will have to change an awful lot in that week.
Yeah.
Well, I've just been to Mood Swings and I feel a lot better actually. I've been to see Diane, and Diane said to me that she was going to put me on a sleep pattern course. She's given me all the information that I need to know about how to manage my sleep. So I'm hoping that will work, and if not, then I'll come back and hopefully get some more information. But as I say, I feel a bit more upbeat now, so hopefully things will iron out better. Bipolar disorder is a condition that affects your moods, which can swing from one extreme to another. If you have bipolar disorder, you will have episodes of depression where you will feel low, and episodes of mania where you will feel high. The high and low phases of bipolar disorder are often so extreme that they interfere with your everyday life.
Right, so I'm Tom McAlpine, I'm the chair of Mood Swings. Mood Swings was set up about 15 years ago as an organisation to support people with a variety of mood disorders. We were once the Manic Depression Fellowship, and we certainly didn't want to be the Bipolar Affective Fellowship, because it's our belief, it's certainly my belief, that absolutely everybody has a mood disorder. It's just a question of how one person copes with it as opposed to another. Depends on the circumstances, depends on their background, depends on the context in which they're coping with whatever it is. But I believe, and it's very much part of Mood Swings, that absolutely everybody has mental health problems, and those mental health problems include mood disorders.
Others imply that they know what it's like to be depressed because they've gone through divorce, lost a job, or broken up with someone. But these experiences carry with them feelings. Depression instead is flat, hollow, and unendurable. It is also tiresome. People cannot abide being around you when you are depressed. They might think they ought to, and they might try. But you know, and they know, you are tedious beyond belief. You are irritable and paranoid and humorless and lifeless and critical and demanding, and no reassurance is ever enough. You're frightened, and you're frightening, and you're not yourself, but will be soon. But you know you won't.
So this is George, our producer.
Hello.
Hi George. What is it that you want to get out of this documentary?
It's really two things. I want it to be entertaining, but mainly educational. I want it to reach out to people who do not know, next to anything about bipolar affective disorder. And I think it's particularly important for people who perhaps have a stigma towards mental health illnesses. I mean, it's no different to having a physical illness. It can be treated with medication, and people should not be afraid of it.
In 2011, I was diagnosed with bipolar type 1. I'm going to tell you a little bit about bipolar type 1. There has been at least one high or manic episode which has lasted for longer than 1 week. Some people with bipolar type 1 will have only manic episodes, although most will also have periods of depression. Untreated manic episodes generally last 3 to 6 months, and depressive episodes last rather longer, 6 to 12 months, without treatment.
Let's talk about medication then.
Medication, yeah. Nothing like putting me on the spot, Tom, well, when it comes to medication, to be honest with you, I've took that many different medications over the years, and I think I've got to sort of like a level playing field now. I'm kind of level. I'm still having little bits and pieces, fluctuation in mood and stuff like that, and obviously
What
sleep.
medication are you on right now?
I'm on lithium, which is the big one for mood disorders. Well, it's not just mood disorders; it's for depression and all sorts of stuff. But bipolar disorder. But I'm on sort of like this other one called quetiapine, which is like a sedation really. And then I'm also on another one as well, which is called Tegretol. And them combined sort of like kind of level me out really.
Yeah. What do you mean combined? You take them all in one day or?
No, well I take the majority of them at night. Whereas I take in a small dose. I take about 6 tablets at night, and I take about 3 or 4 during the day.
Well, what happens when you're off medication?
Wow, big thing. When you're actually off medication, you see, this is why you have to go through a stage with your doctor and your psychiatrist, and you have to wean yourself off the medication.
Why do you wean yourself off?
Because ultimately, if you come off the medication straight away, and especially the amounts that I take, because I'm on quite a big amount of medication, you would ultimately, you'd go into a complete relapse. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, you go into a complete relapse, especially if you just went cold turkey. I mean, wow, nasty. It's probably worse to actually come off the medication like that, to actually have the medication and to have the condition. I am the lad who is lost in space. The lad who is disappearing, always. Forever fading away and receding further and further into the background. Just like a Cheshire cat, someday I will suddenly leave. But the artificial warmth of my smile, that phony, clownish curve, the kind you see on miserably sad people and villains in Disney movies, will remain behind as an ironic remnant. I am the lad you see in a photograph from some party, some place or some picnic in the park. The one who is, in fact, soon to be gone. When you look at the picture again, I want to assure you, I will no longer be there. I will be erased from history, like a traitor in the Soviet Union. Because with every day that goes by, I feel myself becoming more and more invisible. I know that I will live with bipolar disorder for the rest of my life. It's how I go about life with it. And yes, I spend money left, right and centre. You know, there are people that do the same, other people, you know, the traits from bipolar disorder are all different. No two bipolar disorders are exactly the same. With my friends and family, my girlfriend and so on, I know that I can combat this. I know that I can get in the state of recovery and do my possible best to be what I want to be in life. And I also know that the fact that I've been with mood swings for 2, 3 years, 4 years, I know that they will help me do my best. They will help me with mood management. They will help me with sleep. And then I'll be able to go into recovery. And then hopefully help other people. People out there, you're not on your own.
I see from the look in your eye, you've been lying again. And I see from the way that you smile, you've been crying again. You know it's unbearable. See what you do to yourself. What's not to love about you? But I hate the things you do to me. When I see you, I fall down. What if that a sign? Then wish you would come home, home with me. You remind me of a rose stung by its thorn. By winter, who knows what will be gone. You remind me of a rose stung by its thorn.